I just need everyone to give Anthony Mackie any role that he wants as an action role, give it to him because he deserves it all and then some. Hey everyone, it's Sharona from Payroll Waits, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix film Outside the Wire, which hits the Netflix streaming platform this Friday. This film is directed by Mikkel Hafstrom. It stars Anthony Mackie, Damson Idris, as we go into the near future where a drone pilot is sent into a war zone and he finds himself paired with a top secret android officer on a mission to stop a nuclear attack. There is a lot happening in this film, but for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, hello, so glad you came, I hope you stay. I tell you what I enjoyed about the film, what I didn't like about the film, and is it worth your time watching when this film drops on Netflix this Friday? So going into what I enjoyed about Outside the Wire, Anthony Mackie, like when I say he carried this film on his back, he carried the film on his back. He's probably in a hospital right now from just carrying all the awesomeness, all the coolness that he embodied in his character in this film. He was absolutely fantastic. Anthony Mackie is literally one of the best parts of Outside the Wire and what really kept me engaged from beginning to end. With the action sequences that happens with him, there's literally a scene where he like jumps through a car to finish a whole little scene trying to take down some baddies. And I was just like, when I was watching, I was like, how does one become this cool? Like, can the Lord to just give me an ounce of what Anthony Mackie is giving me in Outside the Wire, and maybe I would just have a little bit more swag in life, okay? Watching this film, he is just a star. I really wish that Anthony Mackie got more respect than what is given to him, but this makes me even more excited, and what should make everybody else even more excited to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier when that hits on Disney+. But he is literally the best part of this film. I really enjoyed his character. I love the chemistry between him and Damson in this film. He's like that uncle that get on your nerves, who like really be getting on you and telling you how you ain't ish and you ain't gonna never be ish, but you really need to just get your act together. Like, if you'll be like me, then you can get it together a little bit. That's the chemistry that they had throughout the course of this film, and I love watching both of them play off of one another. Now, also, too, I love the world building in this film. They don't go as in-depth as I would want them to, but it's a very interesting new dynamic that they have in Outside the Wire when it comes to the military. And I love that the film focuses on these themes of trust, on the real casualties of war, like actually being in these war zones, seeing how it affects the people in these countries, the people in these towns, what fighting in wars, what that really does to the people, and who are the real casualties. And really it gives this overall question about this moral question or philosophical question: is war good or bad? Like, who does war necessarily benefit, or are there any real winners in war? I like how the film kind of tries to explore these themes throughout the course of it, and also too how technology can play a huge hand into the military as well. Now, also too, there is, I think her name is Emily Beecham. I was like, Emily, girl, you came to show up and show out for the women, and I was totally here for it. I do love that some of the secondary characters, while they might not have as much screen time, she was one of those characters. She plays Sophia. She really made her presence known throughout the course of the film, and she really stood out to me, so I wanted to give Emily a shout out. I like Damson Idris. I think that he's fine in this role. I just wish that they would have given him a little bit more to do. He's kind of this know-it-all, hotshot pilot who finds himself into a little bit of trouble since he kind of lacks the respect for authority and following orders. But I kind of like the progression that we see his character go through, especially as we go into these themes of when you're in these high places and you're really making decisions that don't really affect you, but put others' lives at risk. I like how we explore that with his character in the film. I just wish he had a little bit more to do because Anthony Mackie is just so damn cool in this film. It was hard for him to really get his shine as well. But even though I have things that I really enjoyed about Outside the Wire, I did have some issues. So the film, I felt like the film could have ended a little bit earlier. They introduced like this they introduced something new. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's watching it. They introduced something new, and while I feel like it kind of worked, and that didn't necessarily work all of the way. And I think also too, for me, this film has a major villain problem. So they're trying to stop this nuclear attack from Victor Koval, who is the villain of this film. But once we kind of get to this big showdown that's supposed to happen when we find this baddie villain, I was just like, this is who the heck we were supposed to be afraid of? It was just like, it came and went. I was just like, y'all didn't even need a villain for all of this. Like, this is all you was gonna give me was like 2 or 3 quick minutes. I was just felt a little bit let down. There was so much build up, like, oh my goodness, this is like the worst villain of all time. And then it's just like, and we're done. Let's move on to the next portion of this film. I was just like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. All right, that's fine by me. And also too, for a film that is based in a war zone, there's action that takes place. There is like a lot of like hand-on-hand combat, which I actually preferred to things blowing up and exploding. I just thought that it would be a little bit more. I think for those of you who think that you're going to be on this action-packed ride from beginning to end, I just want to set you with the right expectations that you might not find as much action as you would need to be satisfied. But for me, I was happy with Anthony Mackie. He was everything that I needed an action hero to be in this film. He carried this entire film on his back. He made me even more excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I just really need everyone to put some respect on his name. So what I would tell you guys to do when you are in your time this weekend, I would tell you to still watch Outside the Wire. Anthony Mackie's so damn cool, like, it's just worth it just to watch him alone. That, like, I don't need to tell you anything else, just Anthony Mackie's in it. Do yourself a favor, go watch it. But those are pretty much my thoughts on Outside the Wire. As always, my name is Sharonda from Payroll Waits, and if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I love you guys 3000, and until I see you again,